What's up, everyone? Hope you guys are having a good day. Today, I want to talk about something really, really cool, something that's actually really changed my business in a big way, and something that I've been focused on now for the past probably a little bit over a year. That really took my business to the complete next level. Okay, so if you're in here, say hi. Let me know what market you're in, and let me know what you're actually doing for lead gen right now. Okay, obviously you know by the title of this video of how I made over $100,000 last month without calling and without texting. Okay, so let me know what marketing channels you're currently doing. What are you doing right now? Because I'm telling you, what I'm about to share with you is what took my business from doing, 30, $40,000 a month to multiple hundreds, 100, 200, $300,000 a month. Okay. And it changed it like that. Okay. This is something really, really cool that really everyone should know about. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay. So put in the chat where you're from, and let me know what you're doing for lead gen. Most of the time when you're starting off, people are doing cold calling and texting, driving for dollars. Those are usually kind of what most people are doing. Okay, so put in the chat. Let me know what you're doing. Then I want to share with you what I'm doing in my business today and how I'm able to do over $100,000 each month completely automated. Okay, that's the cool thing about it. All right, see what we got here. We got some Craigslist ads, Facebook ads, Washington, D.C. Cool, cool. All right, we got someone here from Georgia. What's up? Nice, nice. Colorado. Nice, still learning. No problem. No problem. Cool. Now, I'm going to take an assumption, though, that most people, when you're starting off, like a lot of people in here, they're just getting started. They're saying they're trying to do their first deal. Most likely what you are doing is you're pulling lists online, I'm assuming, and you're calling, you're skip tracing those people, trying to get their phone number, and you're either calling them or you're texting them, right? So, when you're doing that, obviously it's fine. You can get deals like that, but you got to hustle, right? You got to hustle. I mean, there's still people that make a lot of money calling and texting. But what changed my business completely is when I focused on something completely different from what I was doing. I stopped what I was doing cold turkey, right? Multiple cold callers, we were sending 10,000 text messages a day, right? With multiple people texting all day long. And what we did was I decided to take that business and I wanted to change the complete trajectory of what I was doing. And I want to build a business that could be replicated, that was 100% above board and legal, right? Obviously, if you're in here, you know that cold calling and texting, it's in some gray areas that they're trying to really regulate all that, right? I want to build a business that I can build as large as I want without regulations, and I wanted to build something where hopefully down the road I could have a business that was a household name, right? Like Zillow or Open Door, right? OfferPad, something like that. And the only way to build a company like that is not by doing cold outbound marketing. The only way to build a business that's going to be doing you multiple hundreds, $1,000s a month without hundreds of employees is by getting inbound leads. Okay. So that is all I focus on now is inbound leads in my business. And I do this in a variety of different ways. And I'll touch upon a few of them here in this video for you. But I want to tell you why I'm doing it. But more importantly, I want to tell you the benefits of doing it. Okay. Now, this is something that really no one focuses on. I would say probably 10% of the people wholesaling focus on inbound lead generation, 90% focused on outbound. Okay. Which means you're going out, you're knocking on doors, right? You're driving for dollars, you're pulling lists and you're calling them, you're texting them, you're sending RVMs. There's a lot of different ways to do outbound marketing. But with inbound marketing, I'm going to tell you why it completely changed my business. Now, when you're doing outbound marketing, what are you doing? You're essentially trying to reach out to somebody and you're trying to convince them to sell their property, right? It doesn't make it easy. It doesn't make it easy. So when you're reaching out to someone, you're trying to convince them to sell their property, right? Not everyone wants to make a deal on that first phone call. As you know, if you've been in this business a little bit, when doing outbound, most likely it's mostly follow-up that's going to get you a deal. Maybe it's 6, 8, 10 months down the road before you finally convince someone to sell, right? Because you're just reaching out to random people and you're hoping they pull the trigger and they want to sell their property. The problem with that is there's really no huge motivation on their end if you're just reaching out to them, unless you know for a fact they're in a big pain point. But opposed to that, when you're doing inbound marketing, the entire conversation becomes super, super simple. Okay. You don't have to have a big fancy script. You don't have to try to convince people to sell. They're calling you, right? They're emailing you, they're calling you, they're texting you, whatever it may be. And they say, hey, I got to sell this property. How much can you give me for it? So when someone says that and they want to sell their property to you, they're reaching out to you, knocking on your door and saying, hey, I got to sell my property. Can you help me out? The conversation is so, so simple. Okay. So that's one reason that the inbound completely trumps outbound, is because you're focused on the people who need to sell. They're super, super motivated. They're reaching out to you. So by doing that, you can close a lot more deals, right? Inbound marketing, we're closing about 1 in every 10 deals. When you're doing outbound, you're probably going to be about 1 in every 50 leads. Okay. I'm sorry. One in every 10 leads inbound, 1 in 50 outbound. So you got to talk to 1/5 amount of people to get the same amount of deals. So it's a lot less work. Second thing I love about it is so much simpler, right? When you do inbound marketing, there's a few ways of doing this, right? You can do PPC, you can do Facebook, you can do radio, you could do TV, you could do billboards. There's a lot of different forms of marketing where you put something up, someone sees it, and then they call you. They're like, okay, wow, this is very, very interesting, right? So when you can do that and you get those inbound leads, not only are you closing a lot more deals, but just as importantly, guys, is it makes the business so much easier. If you've been in this business, you know when you're doing outbound marketing, probably 90% of your time is just focused on trying to do lead generation, talking to people, opening up conversations, trying to figure out what's going on, right? You're constantly just on that grind, pulling numbers, pulling lists, calling, texting, whatever it may be. Opposed to when you're doing inbound is so much simpler. No matter which inbound channel you're doing, you set it and you forget it and the people call you. You do nothing. Your hands are off the business. Essentially, you can sit back, right? I can be anywhere in the world, sit back, and I'm just waiting for my phone to ring. So whether I'm doing any of those inbound marketing channels that I talked about, once it's up, it's up. You don't have to do anything. So your job is done. So it makes the business so much easier. Imagine if you had that 90% of free time, you get that time back and you can focus on the people who want to sell and you focus on those people alone. So not only is it easier, it's less time and everyone's more motivated. So when I switched my company to doing inbound lead generation instead of outbound marketing, it completely took my business from a flat line to like this. And the best part about this is you can control it as well. If I want to make more money, very simple. I put more ads online, right? I increase my radio frequency. I increase my billboards, whatever it may be. And that's so simple. It can be done with one phone call or one click of the button. It doesn't mean I have to hire 10 more people or pull 10 more lists, right? Anything like that. So it makes it super, super simple. So if this is something you guys are interested in, you want to learn some more about this, I highly recommend you go right here to Apex Wholesaling, guys, okay? ApexWholesaling.com. This is something my company specializes in. We specialize in doing inbound marketing, and I will personally teach you. I will mentor you one-on-one, and I will show you how to set up inbound marketing channels so you can make your business super simple, super scalable, and make it to a point where you can actually build a company that does $100,000 a month just like that. Okay. Obviously, not everything is very quick, but it takes work, but it's a lot easier than doing outbound to make 100,000. So if that's you, if you found this interesting at all, if you want to take your business to the next level, I'd be happy to help you and show you how to do this. You go to Apex Wholesaling, click option 2, and you can actually set up a phone call with me. Very simple. You can set up a phone call. We can have a chat and we can see if we're a good fit to work with each other and something that you want to explore more. And I will personally help you set all this stuff up and help you in your business and help you scale it, right? So check that out. If that's something you're interested in, this is just a short video today, but this is something super powerful that changed my business. I want to make sure you guys know about it because a lot of people are focused on two things, calling and texting, when realistically, it's something completely different that's going to take your business to the next level. All right. So obviously you can't go to the next level by focusing on the wrong things. So if you're ready to take the business to the next level now, but this is not for people who are not serious. You got to be serious about this. There is an investment, right? So if you have a little bit of money and you have the know-how and you want to go to the next level, you want to build $1 million business, I urge you to go to Apex Wholesaling. Let's get on a call. It's completely free. And we can just chat and see if we're a good fit to work with each other. All right, guys, I'll talk to you next week.